Hey Fronts fans, it's Jordan Jackson. I'm here with Frontenacs defenseman Lucas Peric ahead of the overaged game on Saturday night as we take on the Ottawa 67s. And a game I'm sure that means a lot to you, Pairs, in multiple ways, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But first, I just want to shout out what an excellent career you've had so far. Over 220 OHL games, and that's with a lost season completely. You were a third-round pick of the Ottawa 67s in 2017. So why don't we start there? Take us back to draft day and let us know what the feelings and emotions you were when you found out you were drafted to the OHL.
Yeah, so draft day was obviously really emotional, really excited, and it was kind of funny. I had talked to pretty well every team except for Ottawa, and that was the one that actually picked me in the third round there. I was super happy. I didn't really know much about Ottawa at the time. I knew it was a great city. My mom actually went to school there, so she was pretty happy about it. Everybody was thrilled. We had a nice big dinner, had family over, so yeah, it was a really good day.
Your career started immediately. You were thrown in as a defenseman, one of the most stressful positions in the league as a 16-year-old. You faced guys that year like Jordan Kyrou, Nick Suzuki, Aaron Luchuk, many other big names. What was that like? What was the intimidation factor like as a 16-year-old to be out there on the ice all of a sudden with guys like that?
Yeah, it was definitely crazy to play studs like that. Like, the year earlier, I was either watching them in the World Juniors or looking up their stats online. Like, these guys were really good players, and obviously they've gone on to play in the NHL. And honestly, I just kind of went in and tried to do my thing. Like, I had a lot of older guys like Hoff and Noel Hoffmeyer and Kevin Ball helped me out, so they kind of took me under their wing, and I kind of learned the ropes from them. So yeah.
The following season was an outstanding season for the Ottawa 67s. Yeah. As much as that pains us Frontenacs fans to say. You guys won 50 games that year and lost in the OHL final to Guelph. Talk about how exciting of a season that was for the team.
Yeah, from the start, like, we had a really good group of guys. Like, we had a lot of fun on and off the ice, and it was like everybody loved everybody there. And obviously we went on that really big run. We got 14 in a row there and lost the 4 straight, but honestly, like, every second of it was fun, and we didn't get that championship, but some days it feels like we were that close. So yeah.
What do you take from that experience? Because you mentioned there is disappointment involved, obviously, in being 2 wins away, but everything's a learning experience, right? And with you having 3 years left after that still to play, I'm sure you took something away from that and moving forward.
Yeah, as a young guy on that team, I was just trying to almost be like I wouldn't say a glue guy, but like a good positive attitude, because everybody was like, there's highs and lows, of course, and we were on a really big high, and then obviously we lost those couple, there's lows, and as a young guy, you just got to stick with it. Like, my role wasn't as big as it is now, but just kind of do my part and chip away and just do the little things right, and it goes a long way.
I'm glad you brought up your role now, because the Frontenacs traded for you following that season. Right before we got into the season, you only had a day or two to get ready and go with your teammates. Coming into the Frontenacs that year, Shane Wright was going into his first season. Frenchie, Cals, Murr, they were all big pillars in what was being planned here for the future. How much did it mean to you to find out that the Frontenacs thought that you were an important part of that future, and they thought so much that they went out and traded for you? Yeah,
I think coming here, I kind of knew that I would have that opportunity to play in a bigger role, and that I had all these special young guys around me, and I could show them a thing or two. I was going into my 3rd year, and obviously I've had that playoff experience, and just show them the little things like I learned from the older guys, and hopefully help them down the road.
Unfortunately, that season ended short, but it was looking like you were going to get a playoff matchup against your former team in your first season in Kingston. Did it sting just a little bit more that you didn't get to play that playoff series?
Yeah, it definitely would have been fun. I had a lot of buddies on that team, and honestly, I think we could have stole a couple. We were kind of, I don't know, we kind of played well against them, and it was fun, and it was a good rival, and I was looking forward to it. But it's a shame that happened, but it is what it is. So,
how did you stay in shape in the off season and get prepared to make sure when you did come back, whether it was later that year or, as we know now, to start the 21-22 season? How did you stay in shape to make sure you're ready to go?
Yeah, so honestly, I worked a lot for a little bit, and I learned some new skills, and kind of makes me thankful for hockey, because I was doing construction and doing that for however many months I did. I was like, wow, I really love hockey, and I want to make a career out of this. So I worked, and I worked out at home. I ended up not going to a gym this past summer, and I kind of pushed myself, and I feel like I came in great shape, and playing big minutes, so I feel good.
When you got back to the team, you received the honor of being named an alternate captain. How much did that mean to you after, 4 years, 3 seasons in the OHL, to know that your teammates and your coaches had that kind of faith in you?
Yeah, it's definitely nice. I think that they know that off the ice I'm as good as a guy as anybody else. Like, I think I can help these young guys with anything. Like, they need to talk, like I'm there for them, and just be a big piece in that room and kind of hold the boys together and set the standard a little bit. So, and I have that experience behind me, so it's good. It's good, yeah.
It's been a really fun season so far for you guys, I'm sure, and obviously for the fans to watch. Unfortunately, it came with a lot of ups and downs, with fans being in the stands, not being in the stands, and then back again. How great is it for you on Saturday night, full capacity against your former team, to experience your last regular season game at Leon Center?
Yeah, I'm just extremely fortunate. There's a lot of things that go on in the world, and hockey's like just a little grain of salt in that, and the fact that I've played in this league, I'm just very fortunate, and the fact that it falls on I'm playing my former team and my family's going to be at the game and it's overage night, like it's going to be an emotional game, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Of course, that's not where the season ends. Higher hopes for the Fronts this year, a big playoff push coming. What's the excitement level like in the dressing room right now for you and your teammates?
Yeah, you know what? I think that we're peaking at the right time. We scored a lot of goals this past weekend, so offense is going. We just got to clean up a couple things and just not get too high, too low, stay even keel, and I think we'll just be fine. We'll make a good run at this.
A couple quick questions before we let you go, Pers. One, I don't know if you can or not, but do you know what your plans are in the future, and if so, can you share them yet?
Yeah, I'm not really too sure yet, but honestly, my family, everybody in my family's got a degree. I'm the youngest of 4 kids, so school's a big part of that, but I'd like to pursue hockey as a career as well, so we'll see what happens down the road.
Last thing, you played a lot of games, so I'm sure there's a lot of moments that stand out, but do you have a favorite or a couple favorite memories you want to share with the fans?
Yeah, I'll say one. It was in Ottawa, actually, and then I'll say a Kingston one as well, but in Ottawa, it was probably Game 4 in the conference final. We were in Oshawa. It was like a really close game, and it happened to go to OT, and Felber, like, this guy scored at will. I think he scored 60 that year, and about 30 seconds in overtime, he just got one on the power play and ripped the top corner and cleared the bench. Like, it was just an awesome feeling. I had a ton of family because Oshawa's not too far from Georgetown there, and some buddies, and just a really good feeling because we knew we were going to the finals, and that had been 12 straight in overtime, so it was like a really special feeling. And for Kingston, I'd probably have to say I really like the military nights here. I think it's really, really good for the city and for the boys. Like, it's good to see that there's something bigger than hockey, and we're showing our respect in that way. And when we get all the people out with their uniforms and all that, they come out on the ice after, they really enjoy it. And I have tons of respect for those people and what they do for us.
Bears, you don't get to this point in an OHL career without the help of others. Is there anyone you want to thank, and anything you want to say to the Kingston fans before you head into the playoff run here?
Yeah, no, there's too many people that helped me out over the course of my 5 years, but I guess I'll start with the coaches that have helped me develop my game along the way. Andre Tourney in Ottawa there, and then Curtis Foster here at the start, and now Luca Caputi. So they're all great guys, and they've helped me a lot. And next, I'd like to thank my family and all my friends. They've been a rock. They've supported me throughout the whole way, and I love them to death, and they've really had my back in highs and lows at all points in my career. So I'd like to thank them. And last, I'd like to thank all my teammates. I have lots of friends for life, and I only played junior hockey once. Like, these guys stick with you, and we have I've always had a great group of guys, and a couple core buddies that I'll keep for life for sure. And to the fans, you guys are awesome here in Kingston, and keep staying loud, and hopefully we'll fill it in playoffs here and get that 5,500 in here. So thank you.
All right, Pers, we'll let you go. I know you got practice coming up, so we'll let you get ready for that. Yeah. But thanks so much for doing this. Thanks for being a great ambassador for the Kingston Frontenacs organization and a role model to all the young fans that are looking to come up. I know Frontenacs fans are excited to see what you do and where your career takes you, and especially excited to see what this team can do in the playoffs. So thanks again, and best of luck as you move forward.
Thank you very much.
That's Frontenacs defenseman Lucas Peric ahead of overage night against his former team, the Ottawa 67s.